Hey everybody. So today for your Wednesday reading, I'm doing a Lenormand reading, so I pulled 3 cards for you. Let's get into it. So the first card you pulled is number 6, it's Clouds. The second card you pulled is number 36, the Cross. The third card you pulled is number 25, the Ring. So what does this mean? Lenormand is a little bit more simplified. You put it together and form a sentence. So, what does this say about those of you that have tuned in today? So number 6, the clouds. This is about something that you're not seeing. When I think of the clouds, this is when you have a cloudy day, or think of it as being foggy. You can't see through a fog, especially when it's pea soup outside. So what is it that you're not seeing right now? What's blinding you? So something's coming your way that you're not seeing or that you're not allowed to see yet. So I'm not saying it's anything bad. It could be something that's in the works for you via the universe. It could be all part of the plan, all part of your spiritual journey. It could be the next phase of life coming in, the next cycle. It could be a number of things. So there's something that you're not seeing. However, I feel like it relates to your spiritual journey because your second card is the Cross. And this, the Cross usually resonates with a spiritual journey. If you're religious in any way, it could have something to do with your religious journey, your faith. But with the Cross, it does remind me of, things going on with your spiritual journey, or maybe your ascension, or this could be a transformation. This could be, I'm trying to think of the other word that's coming to mind. But usually it kind of reminds me of like the Death card in a way, but they already have one kind of like that in this. There is a Coffin card in here that you didn't pull. That's kind of transformation too. But just like there can be in the tarot, there are cards that have multiple meanings, and some of those meanings are crossovers. There can be more than one transformational card. This can also mean an awakening. You may be having a spiritual awakening. You may be going through a phase of leveling up, so to speak, where you are starting to realize that your abilities are strengthening. You're like, what is going on? Why am I so tired? You probably went from being very energetic to suddenly you're very, very tired. You're sleeping a lot, low energy. Maybe you feel, weak. Maybe you feel headachy. You might be having a lot of dreams. And you might be thinking that you are seeing and hearing things, and you're like, no, I'm crazy. You're not crazy. That is just your abilities opening up. And yeah, sometimes you're sitting there and you're just like, wait a minute. You stop yourself and go, I've been hearing like this distant radio for the longest time, or like, I thought I was hearing 2 people up talking. You're like, that's just family. You're thinking it's just a couple of people in your family up talking, and you're thinking, wait a minute, and you look at the clock and you're like, everybody went to bed like 5 hours ago. And you just realize like you've been reading a book, or you've been scrolling the internet, and you're up late one night and you're just like, I'm the only one awake, so who was talking? Right? And you suddenly realize that you were hearing a TV, a radio, or you were hearing the murmur of voices or something, and then suddenly as soon as you realize it, like, it's gone, right? Tell me it's gone. So as soon as you realize it, that's when you start to realize, oh, hey, I heard something. That is just your clairs coming to life. Your clairaudient. You might be seeing images a lot more, like, ooh, that's a weird thought that came into my head, or, that's a weird, a weird vision. You suddenly see something in your head. It could be really funny, or it could be dark, or it could be a lot of things. Don't let it scare you. It's just, you're envisioning. You could be seeing through someone else's eyes. You could be being shown something from a spirit. It could be guidance. It could be a lot of things. So try to embrace it. Don't be afraid. Ask your guides, like, hey, I don't want to be afraid of this. So let's wake me gently. Let's take it, day by day. Or you can just say, you know what? Let's just throw caution to the wind. Let's rip open my third eye. I don't recommend doing anything too much because it can be very overwhelming. But it's up to you. Go at your own pace and ask them to go with you. Ask them to do it with you and to walk you through it. And they will be there with you every step of the way. so they can help you. Also, yeah. Number 25, the ring. Ooh, the ring. This can refer to a commitment. It's being committed. You know, you think you're wearing a wedding ring. Now, if anybody's in here getting engaged or married or thinking of committing to a job or a person or something, you know, a promise ring, something like that, okay, this might be for you. But also, I think this might be a message from Spirit here, because you're not able to see it right away, so you're just like, what is happening to me? Why am I suddenly having this awakening? We go through phases like this, and everybody goes through it at different times, at different levels. So if this is just now happening to this group of people that have found this video, welcome to the club. Sorry, I had to get I have to get water. So welcome to the club. And I think Spirit is telling you not to get engaged necessarily. I mean, if that message is for you, take it. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But for the rest of you, this is Spirit asking you to be committed to embracing the spiritual life. More and more of us are being woken up. And I know that sounds wild. And some people are like, no, this can't be. Well, it is. We are, because we're being prepared. And it's like, not for like the end of times or anything like that. Don't worry about all that weird stuff. You know, things are going to happen when they happen. We're being prepared for what is to come. And that's just like, it's because it's spiritual growth. And we're being prepared to grow, to make progress as a society, as people, as a world. You know, we need to make progress because we're destroying our world. We're destroying, you know, our society. We're destroying our health. You know, our environment, like all the things that we're doing, and people just don't care anymore. We're losing our love, our light, our compassion. So much hate and war, and there's a lot going on out there in the world. And I think the idea is to wake people up and show us the love again, to put love and kindness and compassion back into the world. And I do feel like that this is a big push to do that from Spirit, you know, from your angels, from your guides, from the interstellars, from your ancestors. You know, this is from the universe, from God, Yeshua, Creator, whoever, whatever it is that you feel has made us, you know, and you're entitled to whatever you wish to believe, because there are so many theories out there, and I'm wide open with whoever it could be. I know it's something greater than us, and I question it all the time. I'm like, well, you know what? Wait, who created us? Wait, who created whoever created us? And I'm always asking these questions. I don't know about you guys, but I ask all the time. Do I get an answer? No. Not that I know of, but there are lots of attempts at answers. But it's just asking you to keep an open mind, embrace it, and go with the flow. And you will be guided on one heck of a journey, and it's going to be an adventure, and it's going to have its ups and downs, but it should ultimately be fun, and it will help you grow in so many ways. Not only will you grow as a person individually, but you are going to grow mentally and, you know, I mean, physically and mentally and emotionally, that's as a person. But spiritually, you're going to grow by leaps and bounds, and you're going to look back and be like, wow, you know, I thought I knew who I was then, but this is who I am now. And you're going to be impressed. Yeah, and anything you don't need, bottom of the pile is the scythe. Did I say that right? Scythe? Yeah, I don't know. That's basically like just whatever you don't need. What does it do? It cuts things away. So anything you don't need in your life, that you'll notice that people, places, things that are no longer necessary for you are going to just fall away. So, and that happens with spiritual growth. So watch for those signs and synchronicities. It will happen, and good luck on your journey.